Yeah, I got a question for you. Why is it that every time we go to a restaurant, you have a hard time deciding whether you want chicken or you want lamb, whether you want shrimp or you want beef? I don't understand. Why does it take so long to make a decision on what you want to eat? Why does it take so long to make a decision whether you want Pepsi or whether you want Sprite? Why does it take so long whether you want Hershey and whether you want Snickers? Now, I do not condone, and hold on, you cannot see me well. I do not condone eating these unhealthy things, right? Hershey, Pepsi, Sprite, these are not good for you, okay? But my point is, having the habits of not being able to make a decision readily is a poor habit. It's a person who is unsuccessful. That's the kind of habit that that person will hold. If you want to be successful, you need to learn how to make decisions readily. You cannot come with me to a restaurant and take 10 minutes to decide whether you want lamb or chicken, whether you want salad with that, whether you want water or iced tea with that. Why would it take so long? But the problem is, the reality is there are many people who are plagued by this poisonous disease that is indecision. When you are in that mode of indecisiveness, you will notice that your mind is heavy. You are weighed down by this thought, by this problem that is in your mind circulating, trying to find the answer of a simple decision. It can be a simple decision, it can be a harder decision. But the reason why the harder decision, it's much more difficult for you to make, is because you cannot even make the simple decision. How can you decide whether you want to take over the world if you can't even decide what kind of soda you want, what kind of drink you want? You can't even decide what you want to eat for dinner. How are you going to take over the world? How are you going to run a business? How are you going to make real life decisions when you cannot decide whether you want to, a small decision, whether you want to go outside for a walk or not, whether you want to go to a lounge or you want to go, to a coffee shop or tea place. The habit of indecisiveness is very unattractive. Right? It's very unattractive to the man and the woman, whether you are a man or a woman. Now, if you're a woman, it's okay. You got that pass. We gave you that pass. You can be indecisive, right? But if you're a man, you don't have that pass. Actually, you have the privilege of being able to make the decision. If you want to be successful, you need to be able to make that decision. If you want to be in control of your destiny, of your life, you need to be able to make the simple decisions and the more difficult decisions. If you want to be in control of your destiny, you need to be able to keep building that habit and keep growing in the aspect of making decisions. Now, the question is, why do we take so long to make a decision? Now, like I said, like I've been saying all this time, it is a habit, right? Whenever you go to the store and it takes you a long time to decide what you want to get, let's say me and you are hanging out. Let's say we're going outside for a long drive, and I pull over on a gas station. I'm filling in gas into my car and giving it fuel, and I know what I'm gonna get. I'm putting the gas in, and I tell you, yo, my brother, yo, girl, can you get me something to eat? Give me a drink and give me something light to eat. What do you want? Just something healthy. It doesn't matter. Now, if you go in there spending 10 minutes trying to decide what to get me or what to even get for yourself, that means you have a decision-making problem. You have a self-trust problem. I guess that's the way to put it. You cannot trust yourself enough. You do not trust yourself enough to make the decision, and you do not trust yourself enough to live with the consequences. I could take everything back to self-love and self-trust and self-esteem. But this is the reality. This is exactly what it is. As you rise in your self-esteem, as you develop in your self-love, as you develop as a person, you can be able, and you will be able to make decisions more readily. You will be able to make a decision and live with the consequences, because you know who you are, and you are content with whatever decision that you had made, and you can deal with the consequences. You have the trust in yourself that you can deal with the consequences, whatever it may be. Now let's say in that situation, we're in the gas station. I'm still filling up gas because for some reason this gas thing is not very fast like all the other ones. It's taking a long time. Even though you've been in there for 15 minutes, I'm still pumping the gas in, and you come in. I got you this tuna sandwich, and I got you this coconut water. Oh, cool, thank you. Done. That's one scenario. I said, oh, thanks. Yo, thanks. That's it, right? That's how I am, because I don't care. Because I just told you, get me anything I want, as long as it's healthy. So you got it for me. Now, the other scenario is you got it for me. You brought the sandwich, and you brought coconut water, right? I was like, damn, I don't eat tuna. Damn. What's going to happen? What's going to happen in that situation? Like, oh, damn, I didn't know that. You could either go back, right, and change it, or you could eat it, and I'll buy something else, whatever the situation is. Now, what happened? Examine what happened exactly. You bought the sandwich. Did I kill you? I did not kill you from bringing me tuna sandwich. The only thing that happened is, I don't eat a tuna sandwich. That's it. But you were in there spending 10 minutes to decide what I wanted. So you just brought upon this stress, this anxiety inside yourself just to make a simple decision. But my point that I'm trying to make is, when you make a decision, most of the time, at the end of that decision, it's not as bad as you may think. Or maybe you're not even thinking what the consequences of that decision may be. The problem is, the reason why most of us are indecisive, because we're afraid of the unknown. We're afraid of what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen after we make a decision. So how are you going to know what's going to happen? Make the damn decision, man. Make the decision. That's the only way you're going to know, right? Is it going to be fun if we drive to Rhode Island, or is it going to be fun if we drive to Michigan? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Rhode Island is closer, Michigan is further. Do I want a further drive? Do I want a closer drive? I want a further drive. Let's go. You won't know how it will turn out. You won't know the unknown until you go through it. You won't know how your decision will turn out until you make the decision. If you're stuck in here in the middle ground and deciding, should I go right or should I go left, and you're scared to make that decision because you don't know what's there, what's going to happen? You're going to be stuck in the same position. You're not going to go right. You're not going to go left. You will not find out what's in the right side. You will not find what's in the left side. Right? So you have to make the decision. You have to start loving yourself. You have to start building that trust within yourself that I make the decision. Whatever happens after I make the decision, I'm okay with the consequences. Because I made the decision based on my knowledge and based on my my experience and my best interest, right? So the habit is it is a habit, because once we take a long time to decide, okay, am I gonna get this in the grocery store? Am I gonna get that in the grocery store? Then when it comes to something bigger, that habit is gonna keep coming back, because our body, our mind, because we are not readily available to make decisions. We do not make decisions readily. What happens is we just act like who we are. Who are we? We are an indecisive human being, right? So when it comes to a bigger decision, we act the same way. We don't know how to make that decision. However, since it is a habit, we can change that around. And if we start training ourselves and start making these decisions slowly at a time, when those big decisions come, we will be able to make them just like that. A CEO, a high performer, a person running multiple businesses, if a problem comes on his desk, his secretary comes in, hey, we have this problem, this business, the customer just came in and was very upset at what he bought. He did not expect this, and he wants a refund, and like he just doesn't want it anymore. Now, how are you going to react to that? A successful person, he'll make that decision right away. Whether he's like, all right, give him a refund, or two, see if we can give him something else to make him happy. That's it. It's just one decision, two decisions, and whatever happens, you just keep making another decision. That's the whole thing. You make a decision. The thing to do. This is a quote that I heard from a Brian Tracy speech, and he was quoting someone else, and he was talking about how the thing to do. This is the quote. The thing to do about a decision is to make a decision. And if that doesn't work, then make another decision. And if that still doesn't work, then make another decision. And if that still doesn't work, then you're probably in the wrong field anyway. So maybe you should make that decision, right? That's the quote. But basically what it's saying is the thing to do about a decision is just to make a decision. You will not know. You will not know anyways until you make that decision. So might as well make the decision and find out, right? We got to start building that self-love. We got to start building that self-trust within ourselves. And we got to start improving ourselves and trusting ourselves to handle the consequences of any decision that we make. This is a habit of successful people. This is a trademark of successful people. If you want to be successful, one, you have to start building yourself. And two, you have to start building the habit of becoming more decisive and destroy indecisiveness. So this is the and if you've ever been, I've been in the room with many successful people, and every single time, without fail, especially those who are very successful, without fail, whenever a problem came to their desk, the secretary always used to come in. I don't know why. Maybe I just come in and they just want to show off like, yeah, I'll make that decision readily. Check this out, right? He tells the secretary, bring the problems anytime this guy comes in or anytime somebody comes in so they see who's boss, But so we're sitting down, the secretary just comes in. It's like, oh, this happened. And then nothing changes about him. He's not like stressed or anything. Oh, okay, do this and this and take care of it. That's it, done. So he tells him exactly. The secretary does not know what to do. The secretary is like, oh my God, what should I do? What should I do? But since he's the boss, he's the high performer, he's the CEO, he got there for a reason, because he can make decisions right away. He is a high performer because he can make decisions and stick to his decision and be able to deal with the consequences. He has that much trust within himself. So he just makes a decision. Now the secretary is calm. He knows what to do. He has some direction and he just does it. Right? This is what it is. So now the habit, how to build this habit and how to start building this muscle of making a decision more readily. I was in that place. I was the guy in the grocery store who didn't know what to get. Should I get a drink? Should I get a soda? Should I get water? Should I get a banana? Should I get an apple? Should I get a tuna sandwich? Should I get a Hershey bar? Should I get a protein bar? What should I get? Should I get a Cliff bar? That was me. I was indecisive until I had to build that. Because again, like I said, indecision is very unattractive. It doesn't matter in any relationship. Indecision is very attractive to anyone, and it frustrates the people around you. Because if you can't decide what you want for yourself, I can't make that decision for you. I could only lead you to that direction. And even if I lead you to that direction, and if you have the habit of being indecisive, you will not make that decision. I have to make that decision for you. And a lot of times I do make that decision, and I just make it easy. It's like, oh, so what do you want? You want this? All right, so you're going to get this. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And I just make the decision. And they need someone to make that decision for them. That's like you may need someone to make that decision for you. Unless you want to be successful. Unless you want to control your own destiny. Unless you want to be in control of how you feel and in control of everything around you, you need to build this habit of being decisive. How do we do this? This is the exact formula that I have used and I recommend you use, and it will change your life. Whenever you get on the self-improvement path and you start trying to change one thing, then you get in this habit or in this excitement, in this game of improving everything slowly, one at a time, and it's so fun. It's just like building a floor, foundation, and then building everything, and just keep building. Let's see how far we can go. Let's see how high we can go. Let's see how much we can fly, right? Let's see how much we got in this tank, right? Let's see how much we can be. How amazing is that, right? So this is the trick. This is the formula. Next time you go to a grocery store, give yourself the time limit. In 30 seconds, you need to make the decision. Make that decision in 30 seconds. Whatever it is, just make the decision. And tell yourself, whatever, if I don't like it, then I know that next time I don't want that. That's it. So you You know what it is, so for that, that's no longer unknown for you. So you can make that decision, and it'll be one item off of your list, right? If you're in the grocery store, for the example. So give yourself 30 seconds to make that decision. If you're in a restaurant, maybe give yourself 5 minutes to make a decision. When I go in, before you in the restaurant, it used to take me so long to make a decision. Now it takes me like what? It takes me 1 minute, literally 1 minute, max 2 minutes. Because I have this formula in my mind. It's like, all right, I don't want chicken, so all right, all chicken is out. I don't want lamb, all lamb is out. I want fish. Okay, I want fish. I'm only gonna look at fish. It's so simple. Okay, this fish comes with rice. Do I want rice? No. Okay, this fish comes with salad. Do I want salad? Do I want anything else with that? I just make that decision right away. So it's just process of elimination. But to build that habit of making decision, start small. You go to the store. Give yourself 30 seconds to make that decision. You go to a restaurant, give yourself 5 minutes to make that decision. Give yourself a time limit to make the decision and live with the consequences. Slowly start doing this, and I'm telling you, whenever you start having more difficult decisions coming in your way, difficult problems coming in your way, you will have the trust and the self-belief, the self-love to be able to make the decision, and you will love yourself and trust yourself enough to deal with the consequences. I hope this helps. I hope you follow this formula, and I hope this changes your life just how it has mine. Peace.